The fight for the NFC North title just got tougher for the Green Bay Packers. The Detroit Lions' contract extensions for Amon-Ra St. Brown and Amon-Ra Sewell are a clear signal. The rivalry for dominance and the future of the division are at stake, and a sense of anxiety is knocking on the door of Lambeau Field. Remember that feeling of calm, of knowing that the NFC North was practically our home for almost 3 decades? With Favre and then Rodgers, the divisional title felt almost like a birthright. Well, that era is over. The door has been kicked down, and the new neighbor, the Detroit Lions, hasn't just moved in for good. They're building a fortress in what used to be our backyard. And the news that they just signed 2 of their most important pillars to massive contract extensions is the equivalent of them planting their flag in the middle of our lawn. Let's be honest, we Packers fans ended last season with our chests puffed out with pride and hope. The transition from Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love, which seemed like a leap in the dark, turned into a spectacular flight. Love not only silenced the critics, but demonstrated a leadership and talent that made us dream big. Our receiving core, the youngest in the league, exploded with incredible performances from Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs, and Dontavian Wicks. The dominant playoff victory against the Dallas Cowboys was the cherry on top. Confidence was sky high. The narrative was clear. The Packers were back, faster than anyone could have predicted. The future seemed ours for the taking. But professional sports are a relentless chess match, and while we were celebrating our moves, our most direct rival was making theirs. And what moves they were. Then came the cold dose of strategic reality. The Detroit Lions, the team that took the division title from us last year and reached the NFC Championship game, aren't just playing at being a flash in the pan. They are building a dynasty. By securing Amon-Ra Sewell, arguably the best right tackle in the NFL, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of the most complete and reliable receivers in the league, they aren't just rewarding talent. They are sending a message to the entire NFL, and especially to us. Our elite core isn't going anywhere. The big question now hanging over Green Bay is painfully clear. Is our development plan and our talented yet inexperienced youth enough to overcome a rival that is consolidating its elite power right now? The rise of Jordan Love and company is a strong tide, but the wall the Lions are building for the next 5 years has suddenly grown taller and more robust. In this story, our hero is undoubtedly General Manager Brian Gutekunst's plan. His draft and develop philosophy and his trust in youth have proven to be a resounding success. He gave us Love, Christian Watson, Reed, Luke Musgrave, and so many others who formed the backbone of our promising future. However, the hidden villain in this saga is the clock and the salary cap calculator. Our young stars are mostly on bargain rookie contracts, but time flies. Soon, Jordan Love will demand an elite quarterback contract. Reed, Walker, Musgrave, they will all come knocking for their own mega deals. The question that haunts us is, will we have the same flexibility and financial capacity to keep our entire core together when the bill comes due, just as the Lions are doing now with their stars? Detroit's move serves as a cruel reminder of the window of opportunity we have with our young, affordable team. This leads us to deeper questions that go beyond next Sunday's result. GM for a day. If you were Brian Gutekunst today, knowing the Lions have their offense locked in for the future, what would be your top priority in the next draft or free agency? Would you invest everything in an elite cornerback to neutralize St. Brown, a pass rusher to pressure Goff, or would you double down on another offensive weapon for Love, forcing a shootout? Be bold in your decision. The armchair coach. Thinking about the head-to-head matchup against Detroit, what tactical adjustment does Matt LaFleur need to make? How can our defense, under new coordinator Jeff Hafley, neutralize the deadly duo of St. Brown in the slot and the impeccable protection Sewell provides? A more aggressive scheme with blitzes or more conservative coverage to prevent explosive plays? The true fan's memory. This underdog situation in the division is new for the younger generation. For the more seasoned fans, what was the most satisfying win against an NFC North rival, Bears, Vikings, or Lions, that seemed impossible but the team won on pure grit and strategy, and that gives you hope for today? Now for the question that will divide opinions. To compete on equal footing with these Lions for the next 5 years, where do the Green Bay Packers need to focus their resources and mindset with the greatest urgency? Focus on offense. The best defense is an offense they can't stop. Let's give Jordan Love even more weapons and win on the scoreboard. Or build the defense. No more getting gashed. We need to build an imposing defensive wall capable of shutting down their stars and winning games with force. Let's see which philosophy Cheesehead Nation believes is the path to retaking the North. Closing with a sense of belonging. The battle has just begun. At the end of the day, being a Packers fan has always been about resilience. We've seen empires rise and fall in our division. We saw Brett Favre pass the torch to Aaron Rodgers, and now we see the flame of hope lit with Jordan Love. A stronger rival doesn't diminish our potential. It just makes the journey more epic and the eventual victory all the sweeter. The gauntlet has been thrown down. The lion's shadow may have grown, but in Green Bay, the green and gold never back down from a fight. If you believe the future in Titletown is still ours, no matter who is on the other side, leave your Go Pack Go in the comments, because this new, intense battle for the NFC North has only just begun.